Hi, today I'm going to share with you a recipe of a very easy to bake cake that is called zebra. Why it is called zebra? Because we are going to create stripes like the zebras the animal has. So it's going to be very easy, but before we start and before I would share the technique of how to make these layers, let's go with the ingredients. For the ingredients today we need eggs, 4 of them, sugar 1.5 cup, butter about 100 grams, sour cream 1 cup, baking soda 1 teaspoon, flour 2.5 cups. Then we need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, a little bit of salt. So what I did, I just mixed together the eggs and the sugar. It's ready to go. It's here. Now you can see it. It's ready to go. Now what I have to do is I'm going to add my sour cream. And as always, I have my butter a little melted in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And then what I do, I always have my baking soda mixed with the flour. As you can see, I have already my pan ready, greased, and the parchment paper underneath, like on the bottom. And then I have also the cocoa powder ready to go, because sometimes, when you work with cocoa powder, it makes a lot of dust around it. So let's take the steps as it is shown in the recipe. So basically, as I said, my egg and sugar mixture is ready. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add my sour cream. So I will just make a little noise with my mixer There is no special technique here. Everything is very simple, no complications. So what I want to do is just also to pour my butter here. Okay. You don't need to melt it a lot, because it can influence or just will not let the egg rise. As my mom would say, if the butter is too hot, it will cook the egg before it goes into the oven. So that's why it's like... I'm going to use my mixer again. Okay, let me use my spatula to make sure that nothing is stuck there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to gradually add my flour. And as I said, I have already mixed my baking soda with the flour, and I'm going to add gradually, because number one, the flour is so easy to as the dust goes around. So that's why I want to be cautious, to have a little cautious here. Before I would start with a mixer, see what I'm doing. I'm just mixing before I would have the mixer on. So because it will take a while to go with the whole 2.5 cups of flour, so let me pause for a little, mix everything together, and then I will come back to share the technique of how to make the zebra layers. Okay, now my batter is ready. I mixed the vanilla butter, some of the vanilla butter with the cocoa powder. And now what you see, how I created the layers is I poured a little bit of vanilla batter and then added the cocoa powder, the one that is mixed with cocoa powder, then another vanilla batter, and it can go as many times as you want. So I prefer having bigger amount of vanilla batter, because I like and I like to see the difference between the layers. If you go with smaller amounts, so basically it's not very clearly seen, it's kind of gets mixed, the vanilla batter and also the zebra one, the cocoa powder one. So here is my last piece of vanilla batter. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going probably just to go from edges to the center, or from center to the edges, mixing a little more, because it's all stuck in the center. It would be nice to just go to the edges. Okay, so now, okay, it doesn't look nice now, but when you cut, it looks very beautiful. So what I want to say, that some people prefer having some kind of icing. It's up to their preference, but basically for me, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of icing sugar, and it's very nice to taste with, to enjoy with a cup of tea during especially during the cold seasons of the year. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my cake into the oven, and probably will take some 40 minutes to bake, and then I will show the final result. So I'm back. I tried to go with a lower heat and baked it with more than 40 minutes, but this is my final result. I think I could also go with glaze, chocolate glaze, but this is okay. I even cut the piece, and you can see the stripes. It's very delicious, smells very good. So I think it's time to try. It's very soft even, you can see how spongy it is. Generally I use gloves, but because it's just for my family, I think they will not mind if I just touch it like this. So here is the recipe again. Enjoy, and let me know if you have questions. I will be glad to answer all the questions. Bye.